Hey guys, welcome back to Human Resource Machine. Let's get into this. Yeah, let's, 13 years, that's how many levels I've done, I guess. Alright, so, since I apparently couldn't figure these out, I haven't played this in a long time. The video that was just uploaded is like a month or two old, probably just a month. Anyways, so, let's get in here. Let's see. Maximization room. What does that mean? There's been a change of plans. Accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer profitable. Fair enough. Management wants the big numbers only. Okay. Grab two things from the inbox and put only the bigger of the two in the outbox. If they're equal, just pick either one. Repeat. Alright, we got a new command. Okay. Ooh, jump if negative. Huh. Oh, okay. Alright. Less than 0, yeah. That's interesting. Alright, alright. Okay, I have a plan. So, we have to... So we take the first two. So let's start with that. Take the inbox... I forgot how to use this stuff. How do we put it in? How do we save it? I forget. Copy to. Yeah, okay. Take the next one. And then we want to subtract. So we're going to subtract the first one, or the second one from the first one. So 1 from 6 is 5. And so if that's negative, no. So first, if it's positive, we want to take the bigger number. Oh, we need to save it though, because we need the number as well. So I can't just subtract it. I have to copy it. No. I want to no, stop it. So I need to save it. So, okay. So now we have the numbers and we've subtracted them and we're holding the difference. And so if the difference is less than 1, or first if it's greater than 1. So 6 would go there, 1 would go here. So we have 5 in our hands, so the greater one we want to take 0, or RAM slot number 0. So now we need to copy from 0, and if it's negative, we want to copy from 1, and this one we don't want to copy from 1, so we'll skip that. And then we can just send it to the outbox. If my thought process was correct, this should work. Let's see, so 6 and 1, and then subtract, so -5. Oh, okay. Okay, I did subtraction wrong. Alright, just gotta switch these then. Alright, new numbers too. That's interesting. I don't remember that from before, having new numbers every time. I guess that's because I didn't fail that much. I don't remember though. Alright, so we got -2, so 3. Okay. Hey. What? Oh. Okay. I forgot to loop everything. I need to keep going. There we go. Of course. Alright. I'll speed it up a bit now. I think it's working. Nice. Let's see how the negative numbers go. Yep. So it just takes any one. It doesn't really matter if the difference is 0, because they're both the same. Yeah, that was really loud. Okay. 10 or fewer commands, or 30. I don't feel like doing these. They're just getting difficult and I don't feel like it. So, yeah. Anyways, employee morale insertion. Yeah, I said that right. Okay.
And that, ladies, is how a saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service.
Oh yeah, long distance service. Yeah, good, great.
Back to work, everyone.
Why is this interesting?
A massive army of machines has surrounded the city.
Oh.
The machines are not moving.
As usual.
And they are not communicating. Local authorities are investigating.
That sounds pretty normal to me. Just like you got some robots, you know. We've got drones now. Alright, let's check out this executive lounge. Yes, I've always felt most comfortable with nice, cold, logical decisions. Yes, I agree. Emotional decisions are for the weak. For each 2 things in the inbox. Okay. Send a 0 to the outbox if they have the same sign. Send... Okay, so we have these here because we need some constants. Send a 0 to the outbox if they have the same sign, both positive or both negative. Send a 1 to the outbox if their signs are different. Okay. Interesting. So, I'll start by storing them in this. Yeah, that's fine. I probably don't need to store them, but we'll see how it goes. So, this is gonna be subtraction. There's gonna be some subtraction here. Send a... Okay, so we need to do like a signs thing. So, there's like... If I could do like an absolute value... Oh, so we have if negative. Okay. So we could do this the really tedious way and like check each one and then check each combination. So if it's negative and then check if the other one's negative, or if it's not negative and then check if the other one's not negative. I feel like I just don't feel like thinking. I don't know what's up with me today, but I'm gonna do that. So if box number 1 is negative, and if box number 2 is negative, so we need to, wait, no. Let's, start with this. Okay, so this is everything that we need. And then, so, jump to the end after doing that. And after doing, there's a lot of jumps here. This is gonna get a little bit confusing. And here, and here. Okay, easy. That's all there is. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna even bother saving it. I don't need that. Okay, so if the second number is negative, then it'll go over here. And then if the next one is positive, copy from, so I believe 1. So 1 if they're different. So this is if it's not negative, if the second one is not negative. But we need to so for this we need to load the other number. And if it's not negative, we also need to load that. Okay. So now it's just all spaghetti here. Okay. So if the first one is positive, then load the first, or if the second one is positive, load the first one. If that one's positive, then load the 0 and send it to, I can just put the outbox out here because it all does that in the end. But if the second one is, or if the first one is positive, then we want this, then we want the 1, And now the opposite, if the first one is negative and the second one is positive, then we want the 1. And if the first one is positive and the second one is positive, then we want the 0. And then the outbox, and then we need to loop it, because I'm not going to forget that this time. And it goes at the end, all the way to the beginning. Alright, these programs are getting a lot more complicated. I like it. It's a good brain challenge for your brain. Yeah, okay, let's see. This one is a negative, this one is a positive, that, okay. Apparently it's working. It's weird because we don't see some of these steps. It just looks like they're like, because you can't see the jumps happening in the in this area here. You can only see it over here. But it does appear to be working. Okay. None of them were the same. Okay. I kind of want to see it happen again because I want just for my satisfaction. I want to know if the other part of the program works. All right. Yeah, I didn't think I would get that. I know there's a way to do it, but I don't feel like thinking about it. Same with that one. Okay. Cool. Anyways, we did it. That's all I care about. Absolute positivity. Alright. I am just extremely positive. Or it's something with absolute value. Haha! Positive attitudes were determined to increase productivity. And now therefore are mandatory. I like my grammar better than his. Smile. Oh no. Okay. Management is watching. Alright, so send each thing from the inbox to the outbox, but if a number is negative, first remove its negative sign. Oh, okay, this is gonna be a bit tough. Send each, this is the thing that I could have done in the other one, but I didn't know how to do. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's start with this. Send each thing, I don't know. So we have to, okay, I'm gonna stop smiling. That's just, it's just painful for me. Okay, so we need to check if it's negative, because we can just skip everything if it's negative. So if it's negative, just send it to the outbox. No, we can leave that. And then jump. Okay. No, the other way. Whoops. Alright, so this does all the positive numbers. Wait, no. If it's not negative, we want to do that. We want to do this. Okay. So if it's negative, if it's positive, just skip everything. If it's negative, we want to put that stuff in here. Okay. So, okay. Now I have to think. Okay, so we need, let's start with -4. Because we can't multiply is the only problem here. We can't just multiply it by -1, which would be the simple solution. And there are no for loops, so we can't manually create a multiplication program. Actually, no, yeah, because we can't create constants. No, okay. So we have to use the number 4 to make itself inverted with only addition and subtraction. That's the challenge. That's pretty crazy. So if we subtract, okay, so I think if we subtract something from itself, we'll just get, okay, I think I got it. So if we subtract something from itself, we'll get 0. So we can always have 0. And then if we subtract that again, so if we do 0 minus the negative number, something minus a negative number is plus. So then we have the positive number. Okay, so let's copy it to 0 just in case. I don't think we really need it, but let's see. Actually, we do, because we need to subtract from there. So subtract from itself will give us 0, and then we need to subtract the 0 minus 4. So we have the 0 in our hand, so this is the wrong way around. So we need to save this in a different spot. Oh, whoops. And then subtract. But we need to load the first one. Okay. So now we've switched which one is in our hands and which one is on the ground. And then we've subtracted it, and then we can send it to the outbox. So let's see how that goes. So 8 just goes straight. What? Oh, I'm so dumb. Every time. I gotta just remember. It's pretty easy to do. Alright. Alright, yeah, good. So -2. Store. Minus itself is 0. Store the 0. Load the 2. Subtract it from 0. We got never did. No. Okay. 0 minus. I guess it was good how it was, and I don't need this stuff. I can just subtract that. That makes it a lot easier. Fast forward that. Let's see what happens. 3 minus 3 is 0. 3. Yes. All right, we got it. The 0, -9. Yep. Okay. 0 is just 0. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's probably how a computer actually does absolute value, because it's a lot simpler than multiplying by -1. Alright. Absolute positivity. Yep, I was right. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, it's kind of based on the numbers that come in, how many steps happen, but I'm guessing it's probably, the game's probably made so that the same numbers, like same amounts of steps would be used. Anyways, Sabbatical Beach Paradise. That's a great name. Sabbatical. I don't know what it means. I think it's like leave from work. I don't know. Why is this a level and not like on a branch or something? Okay. Oh no, your little blow up thing. There's some great footsteps on the ground there. Oh, there's a guy in the chair. I didn't even see that. Alright. Yeah, this is a pretty beautiful beach, definitely. I would sit there, not. Alright, countdown. Woohoo. Oh, we got a milestone. We just got 2 milestones after 2 levels. Alright, yes, welcome back. Tick, tick, tick. Time keeps ticking down. Let's get to work. Oh, yes. I love what you've done with your hair. Oh, thank you. I didn't notice, but okay. I didn't notice what I did with my hair. Okay. For each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all the numbers down or up to 0. It's down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. I would say down to 0. Oh, from a negative number, I see. You got new commands. They add 1 or subtract 1 from an item on the floor. The result is given back to you. And for your convenience, also written right on back to the floor. Huh. Okay. I don't know how this works. Does it? Yeah, it just changes the value on the floor. And you hold it in your hand, which is a little bit weird. I would rather it just change it in your hand like all the other operations. Or does it change? They add 1 and they add 1 or subtract 1 from an item on the floor. Yeah, then it's given to you, and that's weird. Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna put this in first so I don't forget. And then, so we got the inbox. And then, okay, so now we need to do if, okay, start with if 0, because if the number, no, okay, we need a loop here. So it's gonna, inside this loop, it's gonna check if it's 0 to exit the loop, because that's the last number. And we include 0, followed by all the numbers up to or down to. I'm gonna assume we include 0 in the output. So let's put this out here. And here too. Because if it's not 0... So, okay, I should be using these comments to organize this. That would make this a lot easier, but I just don't feel like it. Okay, so first we take the number. If it's 0, which it won't be, well, I guess there is 1 0. If it's 0, it'll output that number and go back to the beginning. If it's not 0, then it'll output it, which we do want. But we also need to then subtract from it if it's negative, or add to it if it's subtract from it if it's positive, or add to it if it's negative. So if it's negative, we want to add 1. Okay, but we need to store it then. So okay, so we need to copy it to, so if it's not 0, we need to copy it to RAM and then increase it or decrease it. So if it's positive, we want to decrease it and then skip the increase. If it's negative, we want to increase it, and then we will jump back here and output it. If it's not 0, or if it is 0, we'll output it. Alright, this should work. That's how programming is. It's just, it should work. Let's see if it does, and then if it doesn't, we fix it. So 6. This is gonna be okay. Okay, so you need to save it, I guess. That's interesting, because, okay, yeah, I guess that's fair enough, because there is no copy in Outbox. So let's start by copying it to 0. And then sending it to the outbox. So then we can remove this, actually. Let's see if that works. Alright, you can't jump if negative with empty hands. Okay, fine. we have to, okay, fine. We have to copy it to the copy it there, output it, and then copy it from there again so that we have it again. Now let's see if it works. Alright. So, 3. Okay. This looks like it's good. I'll just speed it up for this bit. Alright, now negative. Let's see if this works. It should add 1 this time. Yep, okay. I think we got it. And 0. And 0 is just 0. So -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. Yes! Yes! Voice crack. Alright. Hey, oh. I saw green. I thought we got it. I don't care. I'm not an optimization programmer. I do things the long and successful way. I've never really been that good at optimization in any situation. Alright. Multiplication workshop. Ooh, do we get multiplication, or do we have to program multiplication? It seems like only yesterday we were learning about ADDing. ADDing. Fond memories. We worked so hard back then. No. Okay. Oh. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. If you click, you can ask for help or something. Or was that... Huh. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I don't need it. For each two things in the inbox, multiply them and outbox the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. Okay. Why do we have we have labels. Okay. Okay, so we can now name boxes so we don't have to keep remembering. So it's like variable names now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see. For each you have labels. Alright, so multiply numbers. Okay, now we can do for loops because we have subtract 1 and add 1. Okay, this is about to get really complicated. So I'm gonna end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Give me suggestions on more games I should play. And I'll see you in the next episode. Over and out.